Yo, peace. It's Yo Bessie here. Or, let me rephrase that. Yo, what's up, peace? This is Yo Bessie. And I really just want to speak on some things about, what is taking place. Once again, I'm just kind of here to express myself, just to kind of talk, get some things off my chest. You know what I mean? Things that I feel as if they need to be heard and they need to be said, right? A lot of people, a lot of folks, they are, they're in fear right now. And of course, I mean, when there's a war, taking place, that can be fearful for some people. Also understanding that there is no war. See what I'm saying? There is no war outside. There is only a war from within that person. Alright, so basically what I'm saying, this shit is an illusion. It's not real. There is no war. Do not be fooled by the news. Don't be fooled by media, social media. Just don't be fooled. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, bro, life is what you make life to be. Life is what you make it. So, understanding that concept really is powerful. Right, so now think about this. If somebody wanted to create fear, false evidence that appears real, it's not real, it just seems like it's real. Somebody that would want to create war is afraid. You have to think about that. See what I'm saying? And when you're in fear, it's like fight or flight. You know what I'm saying? When you're in fear, you're vibing at it. You're in a lower vibration. Go back and watch my videos if you don't know what I'm talking about. So pretty much, this quote-unquote war that they may be talking about here very soon, like I said, it's not real, but there is a war going on, and that war is with individuals. See what I'm saying? But yeah, understanding that there is no war. There is only war from within. So the only people that are at war are those that are dealing with their shit. They have to deal with it. Understand? They have to deal with their bullshit. Now, the war that, they talk about, or they're going to talk about, whatever the fuck, there is no motherfucking war. Listen to when I tell you that, alright? I can't stress that enough. I'm reading The Alchemist right now. The most fireest book, like the greatest book I think I've ever picked up. Of course, there are so many other books that I haven't had the chance to pick up yet. So I know there's a lot more, stories. There's a lot more out here. So pretty much, bro, in The Alchemist, there's this part in the book where, this boy along his path, he actually meets, I think he meets what's called a seer, right? And I just told you what is seer, that I'm a seer or whatever, but we don't got to get in too deep with that, all right? Now, in the part of that book where he meets the seer, they talk about how he has to travel through the desert, right? So he's basically traveling through the desert, or he's getting ready to travel through the desert. And in the desert, quote unquote, that's where the war, is. And as he's going out, into the desert, or as he's traveling with the seer, they basically, the seer lets him know that he's basically, I mean, yeah, you could say he's shaman. I don't know how to, like a reader, like a seer, somebody who can see and they can read, right? So his way of doing readings was throwing twigs on the ground, and the twigs would, you know, basically guide him on what it was that had to be done next, or whatever, so to speak. Excuse me, manners. Basically, this part just like this part in this book really just stuck out to me, right? Where he talks about how there's a war going on, and you know, the only reason that there is a war is because the people, you know, the people, motherfucking people, bro, the people don't really, you know, understand. He said they don't know what love is, and what he explained love to be, or what he explained what love is like, said the beauty in everything. I don't remember exactly what was said, but along those terms, you know what I mean? That there's beauty in everything, in the essence of life. Life itself is beautiful, right? You just have to gotta have the eyes to see. You have to see how beautiful life is, and your life is beautiful. If you know what I mean. Your life is beautiful if that's what you choose. If you want to choose, because life is what you make it. You have a choice. If you want to choose to make your life beautiful, you can do that. Part in the book, he talks about how there's a war, right? And he said people don't understand that. They don't know the real language. That's what he said. They don't know the real language of love, right? What is your love language? So if they don't know the language of love in the desert and there's a war, everybody's fighting. Now the one part, bro, that I've just been thinking about for the past like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, just been pondering on this, like, wow. Like, it really just kind of blows my mind how life is pure, bro. Like God, right? Like, quote unquote God, the most high, like source, universe, everything that's going on around us is guiding us. We are guided by Gaia, by the all. Love is the all. Understand? So we have nothing to worry about when war is brought up, right, in media or news or whatever the fuck, bro. When they talk about war, don't even acknowledge it, because there's no war. He said the only reason people are in that desert going to war is because people feel that they have to protect their own. That blew my mind. I actually heard somebody else say that as well. Not long before I read this book. So having those same words, like exact same thing. You know, people are at war because they're protecting their family. They're protecting their own shit, their own selves. And spirituality, like I said, bro, it's about self-love. 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 So when people are conflicted with love, that's not love. So there's no war. Understand, people will not go within, and that's what needs to be done. People need to go within to heal. As soon as you do the work, stop running. Stop running. Stop running from your fears. You have to face your fears. Your fears are what are going to get you to where you're trying to go. Understand? Your fears are there to challenge you. You don't challenge fear. False evidence appearing real. How much sense does that make? You don't challenge something that is fearful. The only answer to fear is love. The only response to fear is love. Love is the strongest vibration that exists where we are. All right? Understand this. I understand that people love their families, right? Like, you have to love your brothers and sisters. Like, you have to love your mom, your dad, your grandparents, your cousins, your uncles and your aunts. Understand what I'm saying? That's family. We have to love our families. See, people believe and think for some reason that they cannot heal. You can absolutely heal. All you have to do is the work. It's simple. I had to do the work. You know how much work, blood, sweat, and tears I put in? Literally, bro. Literally. Literally. You see this? This is a brace I had on my leg in from 2017 to 2019. I was wearing a brace on my leg. This is another story though. I'm not even about to get into that right now, because that is a whole nother story within itself. I went into that hospital wearing a brace on my foot. When I walked out of that hospital, when I came out of that psychotic episode, haha, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't wearing a brace. I was walking without my brace. Look, that's another story for another time, all right? Only thing that I really want to speak about today, kind of right now, is just how the subject of war. There is no war, okay? There's no war going on. Only war that people truly think and believe is going on within their own minds, going on within their own hearts, going on within their own self-love, right? So if everybody's out for self, but see, you have a difference between self-love and loving self, and you have selfish. Selfish. You can either be a selfish individual and basically live in fear forever. Like is that what you want? You want to live in fear forever? That doesn't make sense. That's not a good idea. I wouldn't suggest that. You know, I'm Yo Messi. My name is Yo Messi, and real shit, I would do the work if I was you. I would just do the work, because the work isn't hard. The work is actually very easy. Because life is what you make life to be. Life is what you make life to be, bro. Like, life is a beautiful experience. In the song I have, you know, I said, it's funny how niggas think they on gang shit, but I'm really from where gangs exist. And trust me, innocent people, they die every day. Like, you don't even know how lucky you are to even be alive. So tell me, why would you take that shit for granted, dog? Why would you take life for granted? We don't take life. Understand? When you take life for granted, wow, this is what I'm talking about, bro. Just realize what I just said. You're taking life. You take a life for granted. You're taking life for granted. When you speak things into existence, that's almost like a grant. You're like, you know, you're asking for something. So when you take life for granted, man, I feel like, you know, you're asking for death at that point. Like, because why are you taking your life for granted? Life is everything, bro. And we can have anything that we want in life. We can have anything we want in life. We can do anything we want in life. There's nothing we cannot do. Literally, I promise. I promise you, I wouldn't lie. There's nothing we can't do. The things that I can do, I told you, I have superpowers. The things that I can do, still to this day, are like, I'm cracking codes every day. So just know, everything is good out here. We're good out here. I'm good out here. You good out here. And everything is love. There's no war. If you feel like you have to go to war to protect your family, you're not protecting your family. You're making things a lot worse for them. You're making things a lot worse for yourself. If you want to protect your family, right? You might even have children. I mean, elderly parents. There's no telling, bro. Whoever you are watching this, if you want to protect your family, heal. Go within. I had to. I did. I said blood, sweat, and tears. You know how much blood, sweat, and tears I put in to all of this? And I'm really speaking from my heart. I put in a lot of work. I'm still putting in work. The work doesn't stop. You know what I mean? But I can promise by healing, by doing the work, your rewards, you have no idea. You have no idea. Because if you had an idea, you would do the work. Simple. Things aren't complicated. Things are very easy. And all we have to do is the work. Keep doing the work. Keep working hard. Don't work too hard. But work. Put in that work. Get rest. Drink water. Lots of water. Eat to live. Eat foods that are whole. Whole foods. Eat foods that give you life. Don't eat death. Don't eat something that's dead. Wake up. Alright? Peace, man. There's no war. I don't even know peace. Because peace is like, it's pieced apart. I'm a holistic being. Whole foods. Holistic. That means my cup is filled. My cup is filled with love. I'm only really speaking about this war subject right now because there's a lot going on out here. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been saying this. There's a lot going on. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about nothing going on. Because there's nothing really going on. Like, it just seems like there's a lot going on, but there's nothing really going on. Everything that is going on is only going on from within. So once everything from within is healed, you know what I'm saying? Like, once you go through your healing process and everything is actually finally, like, you know, cleared out. Because a lot of people have blockages now. Like, just go back to Vital TV, watch some of those videos, and you can get some game. You know what I mean? Get you a little bit of game, so you know what I'm talking about. You're not just lost out here. But yeah, basically, man. Basically, bro. Go back, you know, watch those. So you can learn how to clear your blockages. Alright? Clear out your blockages. If you're blocked, it's because you're not going within. And that's all. All you gotta do is go within. Take some breaths. Take deep breaths. That's it. That's all. Just breathe deep. Breathe as deep as you can. In your nose, out your mouth. And the more you breathe, the more everything around will just kind of begin to make sense. Like if you're going through something, like you're battling something, or you feel like you're blocked, like because when we go war, bro, war. Once again, war from within. A warrior spirit. You know what I'm saying? I have a warrior spirit. I'm not in war though. Understand what I'm saying? There's a big difference. I have a warrior spirit. So don't get me fucked up. Don't get it fucked up, all right? Don't get this misconstrued. I'm a warrior. So I got this stick right here, boy. Play with me if you want to. I love you. Peace.